Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card for your higher self guidance for the next chapter of your life. So what does your higher self have to say about this next chapter that's unfolding? Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. So take your time, choose your pile now. If you need to pause the video, that's perfectly okay. And I will meet you in your video, and timestamps are in the description box below. Aloha pile 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card reading for your higher self's guidance for your next chapter in life. Right now, this is being recorded in August of 2022, which is a hugely transformational month having to do with destiny, our future destiny. We have North Node kind of sandwiching the Lion's Gate and the last supermoon of the year. So lots of huge change and radical expansion at this time, which is the card that you guys picked. A lot of great change happening. So I wanted to check in with our higher selves just to see what we have here that is their guidance, because this is a huge time of transformation for everyone on the planet. It's not just limited to a few of us, okay? Before I get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for donating and tipping and commenting. All those things also are amazing, and I'm so grateful. I do private readings. That information's in the description box below. I'm not on any of the social media platforms other than here on YouTube. So if anyone posing as me asks for to give you a reading or for money, please know it's a scam and just ignore them or report them. Excuse me. As well as I do every month I do a free drawing for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, so you guys have huge changes coming, okay? And so this is the guidance for the new chapter. So right now you guys chose radical expansion. Very Uranus type of vibes here. So your life is radically expanding. The archetypes that you got were orientation and revolution. Okay, so these are being activated for you. You're going through a bit of an orientation to the new chapter of your life. There has been a revolution. You are building that revolution within yourself. You're building this radical expansion, and you're trying to get oriented in a new energy field. So your higher self is wanting to guide you that while this energy is flowing through you at a rapid rate, they want you to keep your heart open. Notice how she has her heart open, and it's creating this beautiful light dragon, okay? When you keep your heart open to the flow, anything is possible. It is beautiful energy for the expansion of your soul work. I feel like this group, your higher self, is saying that you are moving forward on your spiritual walk in a huge way. You're moving forward and revolutionizing your life. So you may have a lot of different changes happening at this time, because again, this has to do not just with your spiritual world, but it also has to do with your 3D matrix world. Some of you may be starting a business or have just started a business, and like they're showing me radically expanding. So this is like, some may have some franchises, others may be in the expansion process of like going worldwide online. If you guys have YouTube channel, this is like showing that this is going to expand radically and quickly. And you have to get oriented to that new life, you know, because with the expansion comes in the necessary tools for that expansion. I do feel like you're revolutionizing your life in many different areas. So like while I'm looking at her, I'm seeing the owl on her nose and the beautiful little dragonflies, okay? You have the wisdom to make these changes, to revolutionize your life, the way that you work through your spirit world, the way that you move through the world here, okay? And this is really, really beautiful energy. You have it. And so you're going to be coming into, it's interesting, like you're expanding radically in your consciousness and outside, but I feel like you're going to be more oriented into your inner world, okay? And because you're focusing, your higher self saying you're going to take a focus off of the outer world for a while. You're still going to be busy. You're still going to be doing the things you need to do. Things are going to be expanding quickly, but it's coming from your heart center. So it's showing that you're going to like switch over this energy to where you may have been outer focused and others focused for so long that you are actually moving into this this change here. You're moving into expanding from the inside out, and therefore everything gets to be blossomed, right? All right, so what is the higher self's guidance for pile 1 about these next chapter in your life? Beautiful. Truly, if you guys are wanting to build a business or are already doing that, there's huge expansion there. Okay. All right. So we have King of Wands here. King of Wands is the pre-Emperor card. There's an opening here, like you see the opening rune. There's an opening to your passions. We have the Sun card and the Six of Cups. For those of you who are looking for love, romance, other than business, you are having the opportunity in this next chapter to really come into contact with a spiritual mate, soulmate, someone from your way back past maybe coming back in, like I'm talking like, maybe you were friends or lost love or something from when you were like in high school or college or, so there's deep nostalgia here, and you're actually going to be getting the benefits, the reward, coming back into wholeness. So this next chapter of your life is coming back into wholeness in every area of your life. So you're expanding into your confidence, you're expanding into your love, okay? Because you are doing this internal work and have been, you're finally getting the rewards for all that you have done. You're finally getting the rewards for all that you are, and how beautiful it is that you are radically expanding, revolutionizing your life. You're taking your own health and your own passions as priority, and then you're being seen because your ships are coming in. Notice that she's ready. And so what your higher self is letting you know is that you're ready for these changes. So in this moment, if you're watching it as it's being recorded, you may have had some losses, financial or friendship, or just people moving on to their destiny path, and they may not be able to stay in contact with you, or you may have suffered a little bit of financial loss. This is a little bit of regret here, and feeling like there's been some value that has been lost. That being said, you are about to dream again. Your higher self is saying, dream your big dream, because anything that has been in the illusion of being lost right now is about to be recuperated in a different form, right? And so you are ready. You have done the work, and anything that has kind of exited your life at this time is for your highest good, okay? And they're saying that your ships are coming in, because I feel like with this group, why things are revolutionizing, why you're having to get reoriented to yourself, to the energy here is because you've been kind of focused elsewhere, and that elsewhere focus, you're going to have to reorient into thinking of yourself first. And some of you may be traveling to do this expansion. So some of you may actually be having a big move. This to me is near water or across water. So some of you might be moving to another country. Some of you might be moving to another city that's near an ocean or a large body of water. But there is some fear here that I feel, because it's natural when you're going through a radical expansion of this sort, but your higher self is letting you know that all of your dreams, your big dreams, even your childhood like fantasy or dream that you had, it's all coming true at this time, okay? And so you're going to be changing alchemically, like both physically and in your spiritual world and in the way that you think. Like, it's all changing really rapidly. And so what Spirit's saying is they want you to find your center. That's why they'd really like for you to do some meditation, really make your inner world colorful and joyful, and come from that space, because there's a lot of change. And it's kind of like the energy of this is like rushing down like rapids at a fast pace where you feel like you're not in control. And the way that you're going to go through this next chapter, because what they're wanting to do is bring in all of your blessings rather quickly, okay? Because you've done the work, and so the universe doesn't like a void. So what you've just lost, like new is coming to replace it, like new better is coming to replace the things that you have left so that you could be on your destiny path. And your higher self wants you to know to stand in your center, because it is happening rapidly. Okay, what else does your higher self want you to know about this next chapter? Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, so we have Page of Swords here. They're asking you to be curious about life, to become a student about life again, because there is this kind of disappointment or regret energy that's in the field. Others of you may also be being asked to do some higher learning, okay? And this is going to be for your good. So it's like if you get offered higher learning or spiritual learning or whatever you're manifesting at this time, this is going to be really useful for you. Okay. Also, someone younger than you may be a mentor or a teacher to you. That's going to really help you to get your ideas together and to walk across that gap. Right? It feels like Spirit's walking you off the tightrope onto steadier ground. But it's through all that you're learning at this time. We have the Hanged Man. So again, with this next chapter of life, Spirit's asking you to go inside and take a new perspective, okay, to realize the journey that you're on. So these runes here, I love looking at them because they start here with the warrior, then it goes to constraint, then it goes to disruption, separation, journey, okay. Then we have initiation, gateway, the self, a breakthrough, and then partnership. Okay, so whatever that you are working on, look at what stage you're on right now. Okay, are you in disruption? I know I've been in disruption. This energy is extremely disruptive. You're having radical expansion. Some of you may have separation from a loved one, from a job, from an idea, but you're about to go on your journey. You're about to have your initiation, and then you will walk through the gateway of yourself. There will be a breakthrough and then partnership, okay? This partnership is you partnering with yourself. It's also partnerships of all kinds, so love partnerships and business partnerships, okay? And friendships. And then we have the wheel. The wheel is absolutely amazing. What your spirit team is letting you know, your higher self is saying, the guidance here is to go with the flow of the energy right now, because it is about to change for the better. This is you taking control of your own destiny here, and allowing the changes that need to happen, allowing whatever needs to go, and whatever new that's coming in that would like to fill that void, reorienting yourself to this new fortune, okay? This is saying the events that have happened, okay, may have felt chaotic or unstable, because look at this wheel's got wheels within wheels and they're not all looking real stable, but it's about to turn for your good. It's about to turn for the positive for you, okay? So the main message from your higher self and the guidance at this time is to go with the flow, to go inside yourself, to remember who you are. And then all of these events are about to start getting really, really good for you. So figure out where you are on your path here, okay, of the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man puts themselves in a different position in the Hangman's tree to get the light from Spirit, to get the clarity, all right? Some of you may have just separated. Some of you may have just gone through an initiation. Okay, figure out where you are on this little path here. And it'll give you an idea of the next steps, and Spirit will help you with that. The end outcome here is the Empress, all right? So you are absolutely coming into fertile ground, being extremely attractive. Business, if you're wanting to do business, is going to be booming. Remember, we've got Wheel of Fortune and the Empress and the Sun. Happy, happy times are ahead for you, okay? Let's look here at... just get a closing card. So the higher self, messages about the next chapter for pile 1's life. This is a good chapter, okay? It's going to feel a little spinny, okay, at first, because there's so many changes that are happening right now, okay? So while you're watching this, no matter when you watch it, you're going to be in this right now moment, and you may feel like it's a little bit chaotic, or you've just had to go through a lot of really strong emotional ups and downs, but that is part of the expansion. That is your heart opening and your senses opening, okay? Yeah. And then the last message here is delight. Okay, little birds. We've got 3 of the same little birds here in 2 different decks. These little finches may be a signal for you, okay? But Spirit's letting you know to do this next chapter of your life is about delighting you. It's about you moving into the light of your soul. Pay attention to those birds. That's going to be a big signal for you. The little brown finches. But you are absolutely taking flight here. You're coming into a time of great delight. You're coming into a time of being rewarded. All of these things that you've been working on, and what your higher self and team are saying is that many of you have been working on these projects, wanting to be in a relationship, working on yourself, doing your inner work and guidance. They're saying this is a 10-year cycle that's completing, okay, and a new one's opening up. And so that's why it may seem pretty chaotic, because it's like it's a 10-year that you guys have been working through this diligently, and your higher self's letting you know that you have done the work. Your ships are coming in, so you're going to have to reorient to being delighted rather than disappointed, okay? And it is a beautiful, beautiful time in your life. It's a beautiful time for you to move forward, and your higher self wants you to know, just do your inner work. Let your inner world be absolutely beautiful, and then your outer world will match it, okay? It's coming. So do spend some good time in meditation, or if you do affirmations, whatever it is that gets you to shut your mind off a little bit, because it's that good, okay? Really happy for you guys. This is beautiful energy, because I can feel the chaotic energy that's happening for the beginning of your reading, but then it's just instantly moves into a really, really happy time. And how they'd like you to navigate that is to go with the flow and to be in your meditative state, okay? So find your center often and take good care of your breath, All right, so pay attention to your breathing and slow it down. All is well. All right, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's easy to do. It's free to enter, free to win. Just be a subscriber if you're not already. Subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write I am going with the flow, and that lets me know you'd like to claim this reading and that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the first of the month on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile number 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with an awesome pick a card reading. I saw this on White Feather Tarot and I really liked it. And it is higher self's guidance for the next chapter of your life that's opening up. As this is being recorded, we are in August of 2022. We're right in the middle of a North Node sandwich, we'll call it that way, sandwiching the 8-8 portal, and we've just had the last supermoon of the year in Aquarius. There's squares with Uranus and Mars, and there's been these retrogrades happening. So there's this is a time that's about destiny, and regardless of when you watch this, you'll still be getting the energy of a change in destiny. This is a course correction month to correct to put us on the correct path of our true destiny, right? And so love that we're going to do this reading. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for any donations and tips that have been given. And thank you for those who comment. I'm loving engaging with you. We're building a beautiful community here. So please continue to help me to grow the channel. I love that. I do offer private readings. The information is in the description box below. I will never solicit you for a reading, okay? So, and I'm not on any of the social media as of right now, other than YouTube. So if anyone posing as me asks you for money or to do a reading, please know it's a scam and save your beautiful money, and report them if you like or ignore them. Either way, just take good care of yourself. And then lastly, I do a contest, or more like a drawing, every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, so you guys chose the Sound of the Universe, and we have underneath is the archetype or the gate of equilibrium. Okay, so this is really beautiful. I feel like this next chapter of your life, pile 2, that many of you are moving into a time of, how is Spirit saying that? A time of equilibrium. You may have had a chaotic past several years. We are closing out 10-year cycles at this time and opening new ones. So, excuse me. I just started yawning so hard. It's like, I feel like you guys are just absolutely tired. What they're saying is like kind of war worn, that your life has been a bit of a struggle at different times and you're just tired, energetically, physically, spiritually, and otherwise. But you are about to come into your own equilibrium. And we have the Sound of the Universe, okay, which is that home. And it feels like you are going to really benefit at this time from sound. Some of you may be opening up your clairaudience, your higher self's letting you know that things are equaling out, but part of their message to you is, you know, the usage of sound healing. There's different like beats that you can listen to, different frequencies. This is about frequency healing, and this is about you know, you finding that balance within yourself through the use of sound and the sound of the universe. So each of us projects or emanates our own kind of soul song, and your team's wanting to let you know that you're going to come back into a remembrance of that particular song, that frequency. And it's not maybe a literal song, though some of you may write a literal song for yourself, but this is essentially you being in the position of truly embodying and knowing yourself, remembering your song, remembering who you are, coming into a place of equilibrium, coming into a place where the waters are calm in your mind, body, spirit, and that you can move forward into this next chapter with a breath of grace. I feel like what I want to do, I've been holding my breath since I've gotten on the video for you guys. And so it's like, just want to, it makes me dizzy a little bit, because it's almost like you guys have not been really breathing. There's been so much for you to go through. And I feel for you, pile 2, because it does feel like there has been a lot of loss with this group. You may have lost people physically that you loved. You may have broken up. You may have, there's a heavy kind of energy at the beginning of this where it's really unbalanced in the way that you have kind of carried the burdens for yourself, for your family, and now it's coming into equilibrium. And notice like the flower of life here on her third eye. All right, it's like what they're saying is there's certain sounds or healing that you're listening to, and I feel like that this group, you have a bit of a spiritual awakening, and it wakes you up to the peace within yourself. You remember yourself, who you truly are. Okay, higher self's guidance for the next chapter of pile 2's life. Yeah, this is a time of great healing for you guys. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So we have the star up front here. And I love how it's like so similarly, we have a color match here with this Beyond Lemuria card. Again, the sound healing is going to be really incredible. So you're coming into a time of great healing and wishes fulfilled, where maybe you have been thinking that your wishes may never be fulfilled, because I feel like this is like the 9 of Wands energy, though it's not here on the table. That's like the wounded warrior. It's the perseverance. Like your torch is still lit, but you're like gnarled from your life path so far, or the life circumstances. But this feels like you come in and get a huge healing here. We have Queen of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. This is Taurus energy, or sorry, this is Capricorn energy. And so this is you coming into your own prosperity, your own balance. This is the divine feminine part of yourself, in her generosity, in her thriving, in her like beautiful energy and beautiful life. Okay, and then we have Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords here is spiritual epiphany, clarity, awakening. It feels like for you guys that this healing that's taking place right now in your next chapter is like you're waking up from a fog. I absolutely feel like this group is about to have spiritual awakening to the next level, and it's going to clear up a lot of things that you maybe didn't understand before, or vibrations that would hang out with you that were lower vibrations. You're breaking through that mold, okay? And then we have High Priestess. And High Priestess here is the knower of the mysteries, okay? And she's mute. So I feel like with you guys, this sound of the universe, you're going to be tuning into the sound of your intuition, the sound of the universe, rather than the chaos that may be around you. And that's going to be new for you. It's going to end up, you're going to start listening on the inside so much more. And what I mean by that is you're listening to the sound of the universe. You're listening to your inner voice. And because of that, you're going to be able to create the equilibrium within yourself, to move forward, but also to enter into this time of healing and of prosperity. Okay, some of you may even come into a time of being a bit of a star. This also can talk about becoming a bit famous. that being said, this is all about you. It's all about you coming into your own. Excuse me, I've got little hiccups here. Because as you're going through that and going through the different healing processes that are in this next chapter, it starts to let go of all those vibrations within you that couldn't digest the good, okay, or that couldn't come into homeostasis. And you're about to do that. This is a time of balance. This is a time of fortune. I feel like your money's going to be flowing so much better than it has been. I feel like your intuition is going to be on point. So trust your intuition. I do feel like, this next chapter, you've got a bit of that chaotic thinking still going on, and a little bit of competition or learning how to work together as a team. Oh, excuse me. Again, I'm yawning. I feel like you guys are just tired, okay? And these fives in the tarot, they're little annoyances, okay? We can make them big in our mind, but they're little. And so what your higher self's letting you know is that not to make mountains out of molehills. Like if you have a rough day, go listen to your sound healing, or go listen to something that makes you feel really good. Sound is going to be very important at this time, like I said. And it'll help to release those looping thoughts or the patterns that would keep you unbalanced. We have 4 of Wands here. There is celebration coming, okay? Your higher self's letting you know that all that you've gone through, there is huge celebration coming. For those of you who are wanting love, this is the 1111 card, so I do feel like there will be a spiritual mate coming in for you, or already in, that's going to this is like the halfway to marriage card. But the main energy I'm feeling off of this is celebration. After a time of you guys just being rocked for a while, okay? And I want to give you all a big hug, because I know what that's like when you're in intense energies for a prolonged period of time. It puts you in survival mode, and it's like even this, what I'm feeling like my third eye is about to bust out of my head, okay, because there's so much sort of energy pinging through there. I'm having a hard time to breathe. Like my chest isn't sure whether to open or contract. And I feel like that's what's going on. You guys are being updated from body all the way to spirit. And this is going to balance out. So the intensity of these transitions is balancing out. The intensity of maybe the images or the sounds that are coming through for you, or the feelings that are coming through, because I feel like you guys have been going through a spiritual awakening, and this next chapter you're going to have clarity, you're going to have discernment. It's like things balance out, and your team wants you to know that. They want you to know that it's all going to balance out. All is well. Let's pull a couple more cards for guidance from the higher self here. This is good. They're saying keep the faith. Okay. Guidance from the higher self. Cool. All right. Yet another healing card as an outcome here. We have 4 of Pentacles. Again, this says that you may be separating. So you're from either someone or something that's made you kind of constrict into yourself. All right, the 4 of Pentacles talks about building a strong foundation, but it also can be the hoarder or the miser of the deck, and you're moving out of that and into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, but what they are saying is that you be the Queen of Pentacles to yourself. Rather than this group, you guys have been so generous, but you've gotten out of balance taking care of everyone else, helping everyone else, being the rock for everyone else. And now they're saying pull your energy back into you. Your higher self wants you to separate from the people that you feel like you need to take care of or fix or make right, okay? And move into this time of giving yourself all of that energy and money, and balance yourself out. This is about you coming into equilibrium with you. You're going to take a leap of faith here. This is 0 point. This is you radically changing from being the overgiver, and you're going to listen to the sound of the universe, and you're going to take that leap of faith into yourself, into taking good care of you, into being balanced in your energy, rather than feeling like that there has to be someone or something outside of you that you care for or that you are trying to make work. Okay. And then we have Queen of Wands, and the result of that is it enters you into your confidence, your charisma. It enters you into being magnetic, all right, to what you want. It equals things out. You start to have your self-esteem. Notice that this is the divine feminine side of you equaled out in both their values and their passion, all right? Sometimes Queen of Wands can be a little bit on the masked or superficial side, but because it's balanced with this Queen of Pentacles, you're absolutely going to come through as real, okay? Come through as being, as being just solid when it feels like you've been on rocky ground for a long time. So I'm very happy to see that. Your higher self really wants you to know that all of these changes that are taking place are for your good. Do the sound healings. Let yourself go through the healing process and bring those energies back on into yourself. Stop giving them out to everybody else. And I am a culprit of this as well. Okay, this is an ongoing lesson for me to put myself first over the needs of everyone else. All right. So I totally get it, pile 2. When I watch these later, who knows, I might end up choosing this pile. I never know, because I don't remember when I'm channeling what I'm talking about here. So, okay, let's go one last card for pile 1. What's the advice from the higher self? Okay, beautiful. We'll get 2. We have patience and flow. Okay, so go with the flow, pile 2. Have the patience to go through this transition, to come into equilibrium. All right, it is all flowing to you. We just had that full moon, so notice where we are in the full moon cycle. The full moon's going to be a big one for you, because I'm noticing like this kind of sun, I guess, and moon here. So again, you're coming into equilibrium. You're coming into balance here. And so take the patience, knowing that you are changing in this next chapter of your life, because the clarity is coming. So go with the flow. You are going to be very clear on your next steps really shortly. Okay, so just keep going inside, listen to those sound healings or frequencies that fit for you, and come into balance. All right, so that's what I have for you. That's what your higher self has for you right now. I'm really happy for you, because I feel like there's going to be a burst of energy that you haven't felt in a long time. They're showing me laughter as well, and having me to feel that, like how it feels when you just like laugh out of nowhere after a long time of just feeling heavy. Okay, so much love to you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. How you do that is you be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the comment section below, write, I am going with the flow. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. And I will do that on the 1st of the month and announce the winner. And hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. All right, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with a really fun pick a card reading that I saw on White Feather Tarot. And it is what your higher self guidance is for the next chapter in your life that's opening up. So really excited about this because we are in really huge energies right now. We're this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching it right now, We're in August of 2022, which is huge. There's North Node kind of sandwich that has to do with our destiny, okay, in the world. And so we're being course corrected to our destiny. We also had the 8-8 Lionsgate, and we had just had the last supermoon of the year in Aquarius. And then there's been squares with Uranus and Mars, and things are retrograde. So really erratic changes and radical changes. So sometimes people and things are leaving quickly, or others are coming back very quickly. We're being, it's almost like a spinny sorting machine. We're all being sorted collectively. So this is not just for people watching this video. This is planet-wide, right? Because the planet's going through a shift as well. So it's not just the people on it. And so we just want to look at the guidance here from there, all right? Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you for those who have donated and tipped and those who have commented. Again, super helpful. I'm loving the community that we're building, so let's keep doing that. I do offer private readings. That's in the description box below, the ways that you can get a private reading. Now, I do want to warn you, there are scammers on YouTube that target tarot readers. I just want to let you guys know I'm not on any of the other social media platforms other than YouTube. So if anyone who is posing as me asks you for a reading or asks you for money, please know it's a scam, so report them or ignore it, but save your beautiful, beautiful money. And I also do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. That is, I'll let you know how to do that at the end of the video, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, so you guys chose transformation. So this next chapter of your life is transformation and preservation. Okay, so I'm noticing kind of a theme that's happening, but this feels like preservation of yourself. You're transforming. So for some of you, this is going to be a chapter in your life where you're going through a body transformation. Like if you've wanted to lose weight or gain weight or get healthy or eat healthy, it's like you're doing the transformation process to preserve yourself. Some of you may have just exited relationships that might have been toxic or just were not in the right balance for where you're going in the future. And that is ultimately for your own preservation. For others of you, you may be in a transformation in your, like, say, love relationship, where you're going to keep the person that you have been relating to, but the relationship's going through a transformation so that you can preserve it. Okay, so this preservation part of things is multifold. And for some of you, it might be actual earth preservation. So you might be transforming some things, because they're having me look at him, and I saw the tree here and the kind of the leaves on his face. And so many of you may be like working or switching to some sort of farming or earth preservation or sacred site preservation, so it may go deeper than just your own self. You may actually be advocating for the earth. Okay, beautiful. So this transformation, very much, it may have been that you've had to walk away from someone that you love or care about, or a situation that you love or care about, in order to go for your destiny, what's right for you. Okay, let's look. Higher self guidance here. Okay, cool. So the next chapter of your life, this transformation, like I said, many of you are in the process or about to be of walking away from someone or something that just hasn't, you still have your heart ablaze for it, but it's not the correct path. You have to go towards your destiny, okay? And it may feel a little bit lonely at first because it is a transformation process. But what they're showing is we have the wheel here. And making this choice and this course correction is actually providing the Wheel of Fortune for you. Okay, so know that this next chapter of your life, anything that you have to leave behind, or you make a change that is hard for you because you still care about the person, or you care about the job, or you care about the friendship, but it's not sitting well with your destiny, or you love the place that you live, but you know that you have to move somewhere else in order to grow and expand, that wheel is turning in your favor. Okay, so what your higher self wants you to know is don't cling to anything that is trying to leave your life at this time, because that is part of the transformation process. That is going to be the preservation of your destiny. Okay, I do feel like there's a little bit of conflict or wobble, but these fives here, these 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, I think this came up for pile 2. This just says that there's a wobble in you, and your higher self wants you to know that it's okay. All right, you're actually, this 5 of Wands actually was originally in tarot about people training for war and learning to train with one another to move up through the ranks so that they would be ready for battle. Okay, it has shifted into kind of conflict, or getting ahead at all costs. But this is temporary. These 5s are temporary. It's little energy. So it can be little annoyances or little overthinking that you might do, because the energy is going to start moving fast in your transformation. As soon as you decide to walk away from that which does not feel like it's feeding your soul anymore or preserving you, or you just know that it's time for the next part of your path, the energy is going to go fast. Okay, so we've got Wheel of Fortune and Chariot. This is about to change in your favor quickly. Okay, and it's because you've taken the reins. All right, a balanced emperor is the one who drives the chariot. All right, so you've taken the reins of your life and you said, I'm going to go through this transformation. I may not know what's coming forward. I may not know what's next, but I do know that I'm going to do my best here. I do know that I'm going to make these changes, and because of it, you have victory coming. So what they want you to know is that you have absolute victory coming. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. What I feel like with this group is you're almost transforming into the Midas touch, where things may have seemed chaotic previous to this, or you may have had to make some decisions and choices that you didn't want to make, to allow someone to go, or release a job that was no longer working, but that you loved the people at it. You're about to be blessed. You're about to be in the position of the Magician, where you are creating your own reality. You're about to have money going really well. Your value is high for yourself. You're like a queen on a pedestal. And there's so much love there, okay? There's so much love for yourself. And you're transforming almost into your goddess or god self. It feels very, 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 very good here, okay? You're going to have a curiosity about life here. Some of you may be going back for higher education. I think pile 1 got this one. So there are some themes in this particular pick a card pile. Sometimes they're all very different, but there are some themes that are going through on all of them. So the main thing is that Spirit's going to take you through this higher education, through what you're learning, through your transformation. You're getting off that tightrope and about to be on solid ground again, okay? So where it has felt a little bit out of control or spinny or overwhelming in the energy of this transformation, it is for your preservation. It is for your highest good, and you're almost there is what Spirit's saying, okay? You're almost through it. This makes me want to cry a little bit, because it's like because there's just high emotions here. There is, what I'm feeling is like you had to let someone or something go that you treasured with your whole heart. And it is for the preservation of both parties and for yourself, okay? So it's the right thing to do is what your higher self is saying, but it doesn't make it easy. But you're almost through it. You're almost on solid ground again. So they said, keep going. And we have the 9 of Wands after that, all right? Which is the wounded warrior, but this is the resourceful one that keeps showing up, that keeps persisting and persevering. You have persevered. You are about to be on solid ground a lot. Look at, again, and look at how the light is shining there. And there's judgment, okay? You're following the call, and this is a spiritual epiphany, and this is saying you have passed the test. Excuse me. That test may have broken your heart to pieces. Pile 3. Okay, and Spirit's acknowledging that. Your higher self is acknowledging that. That you just either went through a dark night of the soul, or the decision that you just had to make wasn't one that you wanted to make, okay? But you're going to be rewarded for it, all right? You're going to come into yourself, and there's going to be second chances for the things that you wanted to build. We have Hierophant at the end. You are absolutely on the light path. You have heard the call, okay? And this preservation for yourself is enlightening, okay? This decision that you had to make is moving you up levels and levels in your enlightenment, which is also going to bring blessings. It's also going to bring financial freedom. It's also going to bring relationships that are preserved and, beautiful because you went through it, okay? So because you listened to the call, because you listened to what the next path was, you're about to enter a space of enlightenment. You're about to enter into a space of great joy, okay? After a time of struggle, but there's going to be great joy here, okay? So keep flowing with it. This next section of your life, this next chapter of your life, you're going to be transforming, and you're going to be transforming quickly, all right? So as you watch this, you may be right in the middle of that walking away and that transformation, which is why there is such a high amount of emotional energy present, okay? But you're going to move through it, and it's all really fast and really good that comes in, and it is for your preservation, okay? It is for the preservation of your dream, the preservation of your destiny, okay? This is really beautiful energy. It's huge change, and it's beautiful at the same time, okay? Let's get one last card from the Sacred Destiny cards for pile 3. What does your higher self want you to know about the next chapter that's opening for you? I'm really happy, you guys. This is beautiful. It's like, hang in there. I know that you're like mid-transformation here, but it is going to be really good for you. Okay. Yep. And you got pleasure. So what's coming in for you is pleasure. All right. And this is pleasure in multiple ways. So this could be a lover coming in after you had to give up someone that you thought was going to be your long-term lover. This could be an amazing job coming in that allows you to have that wealth, and it delights you. It's pleasurable to your senses to be in this job and to feel good. For others of you, this transformation is going from seeing the losses and seeing the dark parts of things to entering a time of great pleasure where things are joyful, where you feel pleased with your life, where you feel pleased with the people around you, you feel pleased with your experiences in life, and you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor and the fruits of your commitment to your spiritual path. I feel like this group, you guys have been quite committed to your spiritual path. You've been quite committed to Okay, this doesn't feel right in my spirit. As much as I love this person, or as much as I love this situation, this doesn't feel right somehow, and I've got to get on my right path. And this next path for you guys is leading to pleasure. It is preserving yourself. Many of you are learning boundaries, okay, for self-preservation, where maybe your boundaries were a little bit too open before, or too much giving to other people. But you are absolutely moving into this time where before it may have felt like you'd build something, lose it, build something, lose it, okay? Now this is build something and you preserve it, and it grows and blossoms and brings more and more pleasure. So really beautiful energies, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm going to leave that there. And for those of you who would like to enter the contest, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am moving into pleasure. I am moving into pleasure. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the 1st of the month and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.